You may have seen the subject of our next segment squirming around in your garden. And experts at Virginia Tech say if you do see it, you should kill it.
Check. And there's a wrong and a right way to do that. Leanna Scicchetti has been embarking on entomological adventures this week from the Digital News Desk, and she joins us now live. So, Leanna, you spoke with someone about these hammerhead worms this week. So tell us a little bit more and specifically how to kill them.
Yeah, you know, ladies, when my mom saw me streaming this segment on the WDBJ7 Plus Digital News Desk earlier this week, she said, Leanna, why are you doing this segment on worms? And I told her it's because they're an invasive species and experts want you to know what to do if you see one. So here it is. That's a hammerhead worm right there. They're a type of terrestrial flatworm, and they are invasive, having likely hitched a ride from Southeast Asia in the early 1900s. They've been in the news recently because scientists have discovered some species of the hammerhead worm contain a neurotoxin. Entomologists with Virginia Tech's Insect Identification Lab say if you see one, to be extra safe, don't handle it with your bare hands.
The mucus would probably have to be in your nose or your mouth, or maybe if you have a cut on your hand to really have an effect on you. We think it's probably going to be a lot like a skin irritation.
So if you see one, she says you should kill it. There, as Natalie said, is one wrong way and a couple of right ways to do this. So again, you don't want to touch it with your bare hands, and you don't actually want to start chopping away at it with a shovel because it can regenerate itself. Using gloves, you can put it into a baggie or a container, and then you can put salt, vinegar, or soapy water on it, effectively rendering it lifeless, and then dispose of the evidence by throwing it in the trash.
A high maintenance worm. This is a very high maintenance worm.
Because the first thing I want to do is chop it up, right? Yeah. But we don't want more of them. But Leanna, if we do see one, is this something that we should report, like that invasive spotted lanternfly?
That's a great question, Natalie, because we've been talking a lot about those spotted lanternflies, and we know that we've seen them in Virginia, but this hammerhead worm is not a reportable pest, so no, you don't have to make that call, but properly killing it is recommended.
Okay, so good to know. If you're in the garden, maybe have the salt and soapy water next to you.
Two things of salt and just...
Yeah, just go ahead. All right, Leanna, thank you so much.